Hey there, it's PJ, your Radri Mermaid, just doing a general reading of what Spirit wants to tell you today. Just going to smudge the space. I've got my trusty crystals to keep the energy clear. And I do have the front door open, so I do apologize in advance if there's any sounds coming from the outside. Just going to do some sound. Had some time today to just do a general reading, so I don't know what it's going to resonate as, but let's see what Spirit wants to tell us today. So I'm going to start off with these little guys, which are what I refer to as my Shiki Tarot. These are all read in the upright, and they followed me around the store in Newtown. So they're called Sweet Foragers Tarot, and they literally kept jumping off the shelf until I finally picked them up and decided they were coming home with me. And they do actually have a very goblin type energy, if that's something that you're into. And when I say goblins, I mean it in the most sweetest way. Very connected to Fae and those parking fairies that I'm always talking to. So quite a lot of cards have come out, so let's see what they've got to say. I'm just going to put them all out. I am still getting to know these cards, but so please bear with me as we go through. Oh, okay. Now, I do want to state that this wasn't ever going to be a love reading, but it could be some love in this for you guys. I did pull the Lover's Oracle out to just ask for some messages from Spirit, but let's see what we've got anyway. So, we have the Two of Crystals, which I believe would be the Pentacles. I'm just double checking that. Yes, they are. So, the Two of Pentacles is about finding the right balance. So you can see here that, you know, he's sort of thinking, he's weighing up options and things like that. So if you're thinking about two different things and what your options are, this reading is for you. However, let's dive deeper, because there could be some things in this that resonate for you and others that may or may not. So take it as it resonates. And now we've got the Five of Wands. So I feel like you're feeling conflicted. And this could go hand in hand with making these decisions. Like, do I end something? Do I start something new? What will happen if I do that? But I feel like this conflicted energy is sort of more your own conflict rather than an external conflict. We have the Queen of Crystals. So the Queen of Crystals is our Queen of Pentacles. So there is some abundance coming. She's past the storm. She's feeling like fine. Look at her with her jellyfish hat on. She's quite cute. But she's really embracing that that kind of cleansing in the ocean. So I do note that there is quite a lot of twos in here. So if you're into your angel numbers and 222 means something to you, please take that as a note from Spirit for you. We also have the Two of Wands. So again, when I see twos, I think about making a decision. I think about balancing. But this little creature here, he's actually got his third eye open. So I feel like he already knows the answer. So when you're coming to making this decision, I do feel that the answer's there, because you do need to listen to Spirit on these things. We've got the Eight of Cups. It's a walking away from what no longer serves you. So she's walking away from these empty cups, and you know, she's traveling light, but she's ready to move on. She's moving on to other things. So going back to this conflict, you might feel conflicted about making this leap, making this this step, but I do feel it is for the best, that it's time to walk away. And when you do, you are going to fill your cup of love, or like fill your cup in some kind of way. So we've got the Two of Cups. So again, as I mentioned, we've got 2, 2, 2, and that is going to be the outcome you want. So it could be a partnership. It could be about, you know, just moving on from whatever it is that's not serving you to bring you to the peace that you love and deserve. So again, this isn't necessarily a love reading, but it's about those cutting of ties. Now, if this doesn't reaffirm it for you, you can't have a new beginning without an ending. So we've got the Death card, which means that we do need to let go of some past energy in order to blossom and bloom. So the thing that's standing out to me is the butterfly. Now, if the butterfly was to not shed its skin and turn into goop from that caterpillar, how is it going to rise? How is it going to be what it's meant to be? Okay, so just food for thought here. We also do have the Six of Crystals, or Six of Pentacles. So it's about, you know, standing in that power, getting the attention you deserve, and sharing your abundance. So you can see that she's sprinkling all her magical shit all over everyone. She's just loving life. She's sprinkling magic. She don't give two hoots about what anyone else has got to say. She's just going to do what she feels is right. Then we've got the Seven of Crystals. So the Seven of Pentacles again. So she is swimming in her wealth, you know, all of that. Look at this gorgeous mermaid here, and you know, mermaids are great, we know that. I'm one. But yeah, so this mermaid, she's actually reaping her rewards. She's worked hard. She can now bathe in everything that she deserves and loves. Now, in saying that, we do need to let things go. We do need to get rid of the things that no longer serve us. It might feel conflicting, but it is time to move on. It's time to walk away from those things. And this is reiterating that energy for you. So what else have we got to say? Let's have a look at messages from Spirit. So this is Sacred Creators by Chris-Anne. These are the only oracles of hers that I'm aware of. And I'm just like, I'm a little bit of a completist when it comes to things that I really like. So you will notice that I do use a lot of her cards in my readings. And so these ones are the oracle ones. So what does your soul say? Think about it. What is it? What is it that your soul is saying to you? It's time to listen to that. Nourish the sacred feminine. So even if you are a male, sometimes it's important for us to get in contact with our sacred feminine. It could also mean a feminine figure in your life. If you know you're a masculine, take it as it resonates to you. Collaboration of souls. So it could be that, you know, your soul's journey, tapping into your soulmates. And when I say soulmates, I'm talking about close friends and people that vibe the same as you. It doesn't have to necessarily mean a soulmate in love. I'm talking about vibes and love and connection. External validation. We all kind of need a little bit of external validation from time to time. Sometimes it's our motivation. So take it as it resonates to you. You're allowed to have that validation if that's what you need. I know I do from time to time. I'm trying to build this channel, so that validation when I hear from you guys really makes my heart sing, and it really does help me. Then we've got the raw intention. So what is your raw intention? What is it that you as a person want from the world? Manifest it. Put it to the universe. Trust the process. What is your raw intention? Think about those things. Okay, so I'm going to get another message from Oracle cards. These ones are moon ones, Queen of the Moon. So let's see what the Queen of the Moon has for us. Okay, anything else, Queen of the Moon? We've got faith. So again, having faith in what it is that you really truly want. And you can see here she's bathing in that moonlight. She's quite abundant. So when we see pregnancy in cards, it doesn't necessarily mean about that fertility. It can also mean about the abundance coming in. It can represent that love, that connection, whatever it is that you want to bathe in. We also have on the bottom pleasure. So, you know, take pleasure. Don't feel guilty about your pleasures. I know I've been asked time and time again what my guilty pleasure is. I don't feel guilty about my pleasures. So, you know, take it, do it. Go out and make yourself feel good. As long as you're not hurting others, don't be an asshole, but take pleasure. Okay, what else do we have? I am gonna go with these cards now. Is there anything that Spirit would like to add to our reading? Come on. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, so it's about communication. So if it's something that you've been struggling with, you know, it's time to open up those lines of communication with whoever it might be. So you might feel that they've iced you out a little bit. It might be that, you know, that communication hasn't been unlocked, but those things are really important. And then we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. So it's about calming down. It's about taking some time out, you know, trying to be a little bit more rational. You know, in this image, she's ready to fight what possibly could be a vampire. She's on guard, but it's about time to let that guard down a little bit, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay, so let's see what the Witch's Tools Magic Oracles have got to say. And then we will hit up our Light Seers and Telepathy Oracle cards. Okay, that one came out. Let's see, is there any more for this part? Oh, got quite a lot to say. That's nearly the whole deck. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Sleep Potion. Rest deeply in tranquility. Let tranquility guide you for a restful slumber. Ambition Elixir. Fuel your desires, pursue your goals with determination. Truth Elixir. There's a lot of elixir happening here. Embrace honesty, seek clarity in all you do. Divine Tools. Seek insight and clarity. Trust the guidance you receive. Book of Shadows. Record your journey. Keep track of your spells and insights. That could also be your manifestations. Intuition Tonic. Trust your instincts. Let go of your inner voices. Let your inner voice guide you. We've also got, sorry, I'm just going to close the door because I can hear some things happening outside that are quite loud. Joyous Elixir. Sip on your happiness. Let laughter fill your heart. Incense. Purify your space. Let smoke carry your prayers and intentions. I often do that when I blow out my candle. I speak to what it is that I'm wishing for and let that smoke carry it to the universe. Black Salt. Protect yourself from harm. Create boundaries with this powerful tool. So you might notice that in here I've got like a lot of soot and stuff left over, or ash left over from my little sage and that. I don't throw that out. I'm actually going to turn it into black salt and make some little protection bottles to sort of carry around or leave in spaces that I feel needs that protection. I'm not really into doing spell work because I do believe in manifestation, and I think sometimes when we play with the energies with spells, we disrupt the insight to what it is that the universe is going to provide for us anyway. So the universe is never going to let what is meant for you pass you by. So when I do these rituals and things like that, I do them with the intention of protecting myself and my loved ones. I don't like to wish harm on others or, you know, cast spells on others to make them love me or not love me. Because then, as I said, you're disrupting that energy. So let's see what the light seers have got to say, and then we will hit the Lover's Oracle up just for any additional messages that might be coming into play. So we've got the Devil in reverse. So it's about cutting ties. So going back to what I was saying with this walking away, it could be maybe cutting ties with someone. That card did fall last, so I am going to put it just here. We've got the Page of Wands in reverse. Oh, all of our cards are in reverse, unfortunately. So the Page of Wands in reverse, you're second guessing yourself. You don't understand how amazing you are. And once you understand that, things are actually going to be quite fruitful for you. You need to stop second guessing yourself. You've disconnected from your high priestess. You're not standing in your feminine, which we did say nourish that sacred feminine. So it might be time, even if you are a masculine, to, you know, take that time to tune in to that sacred feminine. Seven of Cups, you're really struggling to make your decision. You have too many options, you feel, and you're scared of making this decision. But as I said, in that part of the reading before, when we were looking at it, we did actually state that, you know, once you make that decision, things are going to actually be better for you. You're feeling unbalanced, and that's why we need to end whatever it is that's not serving us. Walk away from it. So many better things are going to come to you when you do. Cut those ties, release those shackles. Okay, so it could be a person, it could be a workplace, it could be a number of things, but whatever it is that's not serving you, if you're second guessing it, it's time to move on. Okay, so we are going to look at those Lovers Oracles and just ask for a message from Spirit. We're not actually going to treat it as love. We're just going to see what they've got to say. Now, I did see one had flipped when I was shuffling, but maybe I was imagining it. Okay, so this is the message from Spirit, or, you know, if it is a loved one, maybe that loved one or the person that you're considering walking away from, take it as it resonates to you. Okay, so, or it could be a message from your inner self. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm feeling like it's a message from yourself to yourself. I can't handle your love. Well, maybe it's time for you to love yourself. You were right. Time to walk away. I don't know where to start. Well, start at the beginning. Make yourself a list. Do whatever it is that you need to do to nurture your soul. Okay? So with that, I am going to, oh, actually, no, I forgot about our little coin just sitting here. I was going to say goodbye, but it's not time yet. So if this reading resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you share this and you make comments that you have shared, it can be just a little emoji, whatever it is, just so I know that you're watching these things or you're hearing these things. If you can do that, once I hit 100 subscribers, I will be putting all the names from these readings and moving on into a hat to pull out a winner. So if you want to be in the draw to win a free reading with me, these are only a sample of my readings. My readings are actually a lot more in depth when they're one-to-one. to go into the draw, all you need to do is drop me a comment, hit the like button, and of course be subscribed, so when I do let you know that you've won, you'll get the notification. Okay, so think of your yes or no question. I know I've done a lot of talking, so sorry about that, but think of your yes or no question, and I'm about to flip the coin. If you don't have your question yet, hit pause, because I'm about to flip the coin now. The answer is yes. So with that, I'll say goodbye for now, and I will see you soon.